You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 6:30.
I remember it, and I think about all the firefighters that died trying to save lives.
343 firefighters lost their lives that day. 22 years later, people across central Illinois are honoring their memory. From memorials to displays, there are all sorts of ways to make sure we never forget the 9/11 attacks.
WCIA 3's Will Simmons joins us now. Will, how are people marking the anniversary?
Brendan, everyone has their own way of showing appreciation for those who lost their lives on 9/11. Sometimes it is a quiet reflection or going to a memorial. In Champaign, some are going the extra mile to never forget, but everyone I spoke to says it's important to them to remember the sacrifices from first responders.
They risked their lives to save lives, and a lot of them lost their lives saving lives. And we can't forget that, because their families are still suffering every time 9/11 comes around.
Michael Dillon visited the First Responder Memorial in Champaign's West Side Park. He says it's an emotional day.
When I heard the sound of them bagpipes today, then that made me think about it could have been me not being able to be with my family.
Mandy Allman and her husband decided to show gratitude, so they signed up for a stair climb event challenge put on by Crunch Fitness. Mandy says keeping in mind the firefighters who went up and down the Twin Tower stairs to help others was her motivation.
I think about, the first responders who didn't even hesitate to go in the building with all their equipment and go up those stairs, having no idea what would happen.
People who hopped on the Stairmasters were aiming for 110 stories, the same height of the World Trade Center buildings. Darren Allman says this is the first time he's worked out as a way to show remembrance, but he always reflects on what the day means.
I think it's a very important day to remember, some time has passed. Maybe people have forgotten what a tragedy is.
No matter what you do, Dillon says, keeping the memory alive of people who risked everything to save others is the American thing to do.
Appreciate the sacrifice that they make for this country, because we live in here, and then guess what? They don't understand the price that they pay for us to be safe here in America.
If you're looking for a way to reflect, you can also head to the U of I Fire Institute. There you can find a piece of steel beam from the World Trade Center. It was given to the Institute by the Port Authority of New York, who own the Twin Towers. All visitors are welcome from 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. Back to you.